hidden donut.
Hello and welcome in Donut, welcome in Weather, and welcome in A-Wedge. Anyone else who happens to be here who hasn't said hello yet, you're also welcome. How's everyone doing? I need to ask the obvious question, Donut, why are you looking at apartments in Tennessee? What's wrong with your current place? Also, are you in Tennessee currently? I can't remember where you're currently located. Well, why were you... Tell me the stuff of the things I need to know. And welcome back. Let's switch scenes and see whether OBS can decide to switch into Minecraft. Fingers crossed. Oh. There we go, it works eventually. So I can move back to Tennessee. I'm in New York currently, have been for about a year. Right. And how did the apartment hunting go? Was it successful? Did you find somewhere that you liked? Are you all good to move, or is it kind of like early days just scouting? Because Mrs. Dragon and I will look at houses that we're not planning on moving to for 10 years, just because it's kind of nice to have a plan of roughly where we'd like to be and what we'd like to have and how much it might be. Very well. Yes, it was successful. Just waiting to hear back. Oh, fantastic. Right, let's jump into TV, also known as Truly Bedrock, for which I have a link. Oh. I don't have TV as a link on my Stream Deck. I have other links. For example, if I wanted to shout out, someone cool, I could. But, why would I do that? Go on there. There's Oz's. Because, let's see, I do have things, just not necessarily the things that I was hoping for. So, have a shout out for Ozza. Oh dear, what? What happened? You thought I was going to shout you out with it? I don't actually have a shout out button for you. Which is kind of weird. I do have a button that says multi-stream with her. Clearly, I spend more time multi-streaming with you than I do shouting you out. Right, connecting to the server. This is not my first time connecting to TV since the update. You don't have a TV link. I do, I just don't have a button for it. Not currently in front of me. The Hawks, thank you very much for the follow. I think the command is !TV. There we go. See, I knew I had a link for it. Hello. Oh, caps is bad. There we go. Who else is on the server? It's just me and Lady Jade. Right, Mob Farm is working still. We would like to get more Wither Roses, but by any chance, do you have some Wither Roses? I doubt it. Bid Donut says, I'm very excited to get back to Tennessee so I can start streaming again. Has being in New York prevented you from streaming? If so, how? And is that one of your criteria for how you choose a place? It has, okay. Because some residents do not suit streaming. For example, where Mrs. Dragon and I first lived together, I couldn't stream from there. It didn't suit it, so I streamed from my office. And I'm still streaming from it now. Not continuously, I mean. My current living situation hasn't been conducive to streaming. Okay. That says something. Right. I wanted to grab stuff from here. Not a clue what it was. Oh. So, last time I was on the server, we did some digging, and I worked out where the staircase and levels are going. So we've got a level here, one down below over here, and then another one at this point. I think the main thing for me to do is to dig out the entire area, and then I can put the stairs in. So we're going to be doing lots of digging today. My pick is close enough to fully repaired. Angelic, welcome in, and thank you for the resub. Zach, I hope you're doing well. Thanks for being an awesome person. You say nice things. Aww. Thank you for being my first... Wait, no. Wait a minute. I didn't notice Bearded Donuts resub at the start of the stream. My second resub of the month. Thank you, Donut. Sorry. I didn't have headphones on the time. I was making tea. I'm digging the digging. I mean, it's nice, cathartic, and straightforward. I'm going to just do that bit and fill that in. So we're going to dig this whole area down to where the scaffolding ends, down there. I can then fill it in with stairs where I want it. We will need more blackstone than I currently possess, but that's okay. Shame. You can give me blackstone as penance, if you wish. I don't know how to spell penance. Which doesn't have my wither roses, so at least you can give me some blackstone. I don't actually need that much. Part of me is tempted to try and dig this area out. It's a third from Aladar. Welcome in, Aladar. Part of me is tempted to dig this out, and then if I still have time in the stream today, possibly go for a little bit of a trip through the nether. I quite enjoy exploring in Minecraft. Even if it's in the nether, and a little bit scary. And that will allow me to get some blackstone. Have to have the... Little bit of blackstone so I can start staircasing. I've already got some. So there is an argument for doing what I can with what I have. Baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. And then go searching after that, so I have an idea of how much I might need, but I enjoy exploring. I'm going to go do that. I claimed third while stream was muted. I didn't have my earbuds in yet. Oh dear. It happened. I heard it. I also heard the alien do the dance. Yes, I know where that sound clip's from. It's from Spaceballs. Although, I was reminded of it yesterday when I was watching a video on Screen Crush, I think it was. I've been watching the Alien Earth series, and the last episode went live at the weekend. I finally got round to watching it Monday. And so I was watching the recap video on Screen Crush where it talks about all the different references in the franchise and things like that. Check, please. Check. Check. Check for what? Check for what? Or is this reference to Spaceballs and I can't remember that bit? Although I only saw Spaceballs probably about 2 years ago. I think I should grab my shovel. Shovel. I know, I've changed. It's the next quote after the soundbite in Spaceballs. Oh! Okay. Yeah, no, I don't remember that bit. I remember the alien dancing across the table. I don't remember that. Can't wait for the second Spaceballs. Yes. It also... the announcement of Spaceballs 2, or whatever they're calling it. I think they call it Spaceballs. Anyway, the announcement of the second one was an excuse for me to learn a bit about... Can't remember the actor's name, but plays the Darth Vader equivalent. Was also in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Bill something? Bill Moranis? Oh, hello. Hello, this is Moranis. Rick! Darn it! It's close. Close? I didn't know his story. So I was very familiar with him in some franchises because I knew of him from, of course, Ghostbusters and How to Shrunk the Kids and Spaceballs, and there were several other things. But I'm also aware that he just kind of stopped. But I never knew the story behind him stopping. So I learnt that fairly recently when I went, oh, I didn't realise he was still around. I kind of had assumed that because he suddenly stopped being in things, that he may have either died or there was some kind of thing that was against him. You know, I mean, like a... I can't think of the word. Like he was found out to be a horrible person or something like that. So that was my assumption, that he was dead or that he was a horrible person and was dropped from Hollywood. And then I found out, because of Spaceballs 2 announcement, that he stopped because of his wife passing. Yes, he quit to raise his 2 kids after his wife passed. I didn't know that. And oh. It also didn't really matter to me to know. I just knew he wasn't acting anymore. Whether he'd be dead, or whether he'd he'd upset Hollywood in some way, shape, or form. Which does happen, actually. If you're gay, we don't work with that person anymore. I feel like I should go save the day. Or at least try. Sleep. That'll make it easier. Then, if I open up this chest, I can offload some stuff in here. Enough that I can now head on over. Maribel is somewhere over this way, I think. Right, stop acting for family if I remember correctly. Yep. Don't know, the guy who said we ain't found one desert. Is he literally only famous for that? Like, oh, right. Jade was fast travelling to get home. Oh. And here I am running over to make sure. Oh, wow. Someone's been busy. Spoilers! I see nothing. I think this is where. Why is there so much cake? I hear chests. Right. This little guy made me think Maribel was here. Nope. It was out 10k blocks to get powder's note. Right. So what you're saying is I didn't need to go over here and see if I could help. But the fact that I did proves me to be a nice bloke. At least that's how I hope people perceive me. I would like it on my gravestone. Zach, he's alright. Or he was alright, technically. Past tense. Gio and Jen put cake in her base because of her birthday a few weeks ago. Right. Tim Russ is his name. Might been in a lot. I'm now curious who that is. I need to look it up. I'm looking it up. Tim Russ. Oh. Tim Russ as in Star Trek. Forgotten his name. Tuvok. Was the Fast Way Home. Of course. I should have known nothing kills Jade. There we go. I can go home now. Wherever home is. Is this... Oh, it's a bit busy. Oh, so can I just say Blue, good to see you. He actually did an interview where he comments about that, and it's hilarious. He says something like, imagine being a well-known actor who's been in hundreds... I crashed! Well, the game crashed. Hundreds of things to be known for saying. Yep. There's a lot of actors, though, that are more famous for one particular thing than their whole catalogue of other things. I can't name any, but that's the point. Reconnecting. And I'm back somewhere. There's my island. Right, where was I? I was digging and diving. So, wow, that's significant progress already. I'm going to leave the platform in at the right height and dig underneath it. But first off, let's level this down. I just need enough space to put the framework in so I can work out where everything's going and potential routes for expansion. While I'm keen to have 3 floors that I can stand on, 1, 2, 3, I need to decide what's going behind them and whether I want access to the side. So, for example, actually, let's dig this down first and then I can show you the example. To be fair, Space Portal was one of his first roles. Ah! Right. Now I know who you're talking about. I know the part that you're talking about. I didn't realise that was him. But also, that was a long time ago. I do remember that he was particularly respected in Hollywood. There was a I was watching a documentary on the start of Voyager and how it came about and some of the concerns of the network and why it was set up and how it went about being made, because it was made at the same time as Next Generation. There was an overlap.
Oh, for the sake of moments.
Both were being recorded simultaneously, and so staff were split between, and then there was also crossovers, etc. Welcome in, Geo. Hello. Sorry, I don't know why. I just felt the need. I had to read it that way. Hello. Right. Go down here. I'm going to dig one more layer off here, and then we'll go underneath that bit. Diggy diggy hole, exactly. And my hole isn't underwater. It does, however, have big holes in it. And potentially mine shafts. But that just reduces the amount of digging I have to do. That means I may need to use my axe. That looks good. Torch down there for now. Jump over here. So this is being mined out. If we do just this squared off to this point, and then take back. I do need to grab more torches, but they're in storage. So I'll grab them when I head upstairs. Hopefully it's bright enough that nothing spawns. But we'll see. Worst case scenario, I get murdered again in my base. Like I did last week. See why you have so much stone. I haven't done that much digging though. It's not a huge area and I've got more to go. Which is why I was keen to get rid of a few shulkers, because realistically I don't need to hold 12 shulkers and still be digging. Right, torch there. Torch there. That'll be enough for now. Go up top, grab some more torches. Also, the whole time I'm in the area, mob farm's running. One of these 3 floors will have to have a wall of output for the mob farm with possibly shulker loaders. But I've got to figure out the redstone for it and make sure it works in Bedrock. Because Bedrock redstone is weird. Ah! Okay, that was... Donut says, I actually know him best from the TV show iCarly. My daughter loved it as a kid, and he plays the principal in that show. I've never watched iCarly. I've seen bits of it. I've seen it on. I don't think what years it would have been. I think my niece would have watched it, or one of my nieces. But I only ever saw bits. I don't think I ever saw him in it. Right, stone. See, I have some stone. Not a lot, just some. This goes in here. This goes in here. And then we're practically tied it up. Last time I was digging, I was just unloading into chests to be sorted later. But I got on top of all the sorting. In fact, even the stuff out here. This is where I skimmed the surface. Just throw it into chests and that's all sorted too, so. Tidy. I will probably rip out all the stone and replace it with dirt. But not yet. I think that's a project for after I do some digging. The man, the myth, the legend. It's Griver. We like Griver. He does a lot of voice acting in video games. Yes. Which reminds me of Christopher Judge. I didn't realise how... So, Christopher Judge was always well known to me because I watched a lot of Stargate. And then Christopher Judge ended up getting more popular for the voice, being the voice of in Ragnarok than Stargate. Which my brain, huh? But he was Teal'c. He's actually got a very impressive career. You mean Tim Russ? Tim something Russ. What was the name? Tim Russ, yes. Is that who we're talking about? I assume so. Yes, right. Yeah, they went into that whilst they were talking about his acting career. So we're talking about bringing people in and how it went about and how people got on with each other within the cast. Good day, hope you all have got evening attire on. What would you class as evening attire? Do I need to wear a suit? I mean, I can do that. Dressing room. Bear with. Nope. Nope. Classic skins. Own skin. Browse. You can't see what I'm browsing. Don't worry about it. This will be an older skin, but... Found it! Done. Fixed. Take my pants off. Always be prepared for Groover's demands. It was here a moment ago. Taking your pants off is not usually considered polite in evening attire. Oh, good point. It's really erring me every time I hear a chest open. I go, oh, he's back. Nope. Comfortable, yes. Polite, not so much. Right. See, I need these etiquette lessons. Also, there is his stuff. Can see it. I'm assuming that's everything. Ah, it's the death. He died on purpose. I can't wear this. But I can wear this. Where'd he go? Did he leave again? He did! Rude. Right, I'm going to put his pants in here. And I'm going to put that on top. Please don't go. Yep, we're good. And now I have a groover head, which I can do whatever I want. What I want. Right, I was digging. Let's carry on. Got distracted by the groover death. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This is a level of the window. Oh yeah, torches. That's what I wanted. I came up here for torches. Nothing complicated, just digging away. Did I miss you killing Groover? No. Groover committed uninstall life, and then I went over there to check he was okay, and then I realised why. He was wearing diamond pants with cursor binding. So the only thing that was left was some XP, his head, and his cursor binding boots. See, I'm nice. He probably will never use them and probably wants rid of them because they are cursor binding, but he can choose to do that rather than despawning. And frankly, the cursor binding ones, whilst cursed, are pretty good. So worth keeping as a spare pair. If you're not planning on dying, then wear them. Not that I'm ever planning on perishing. Normally just something that happens. Does red count as evening wear? I put on a suit just to please Groover, and he left as soon as I did. I feel like he didn't appreciate my suit. Whether I spotted the Geo is going to ask the inevitable question that Geo always asks with her. With bag? I'm changing back. That's me. I like that I can change skin in the game. One thing Bedrock has that I appreciate, and I want in Java, I want a wardrobe. I want the ability to change outfits whilst in game. But there's many other things that I would rather Mojang focus on. And most of it's parity for Bedrock, not the other way around. I want off-handing blocks, please. Earlier when Geo was on, I had some dirt in my inventory, and I thought I would replace some of the stone on the surface with dirt so it can turn into grass. I just wanted to hold dirt in my offhand. That's all I wanted. Would have made it so much easier. Nope, I have to dig, change the blocks in my hand, and then place. Doesn't sound like a big deal, but it makes everything so much more slow. That's what most players want the most. I don't know if I want that the most. I probably want shift clicking the most. Being able to open up a chest, and so if I grab an item like that, hold shift and double click on the stone, it will then move all of the stone over. That's what I want the most. That would be the biggest time saver for me. Toggle shift, I want more of that. See? There's a groover. Just over there. How close is he to... I mean... He's getting closer. Trespassing! Let's put some torches there. Groover gets defeated by how to get in. Oh. Dressing room. Nice backpack. He's gone for bow tie. Forward block placing makes bridging so much easier. Yes. And I think it's unnecessary for a lot of Bedrock players, but it is necessary for some. If you're playing on a touchscreen device, you need it. It's an essential. When playing keyboard and mouse, not so essential. And I feel that I would happily give it up for some of the other perks. I mean, it's nice to have. It does feel a bit cheesy. But that's because I'm used to Java. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, and boop. No, I do not need block placement that Bedrock offers. I have keyboard and mouse. I can do the crouching and placing. That seems reasonable. I'd be happy if they removed it by default and you had to turn it on. Like a world rule. I'd be happy with that because then you can decide if people are playing touchscreen, they can do that. So yeah, I'd like it as a game rule. Still with keyboard and mouse, it makes it easier. Oh yeah, it makes it easier. It just feels like an unnecessary ease. It's not necessary to do it. Whereas if you're doing touchscreen, it's very, very difficult to crouch and place things like that. So even just turning around on touchscreen is a lot of effort. It doesn't really work the same way. So I would like to see them give it as an option to toggle it, so you can enable it or disable it on world creation, and then allow people to choose based on whether they think they need it. Make an accessibility option. I would give up any of my Java perks for it, but I wouldn't give up any of my Java perks for it. But wish for it was added Java. I mean, I would assume there's a mod pack that allows you to add it in. I would assume. Yeah. Mod packs for most things. If someone wants it, they will create a mod pack. The general rule of thumb. If you want it, other people probably do enough that they'll put the effort in. Looking good. And so I'm going to leave that platform in just as a placeholder so I can see where we're going to and from. I can build the stairs It's getting a little bit dark. Nothing I can't manage. I appreciate it's not as easy to see on stream, so let me boop and boop. The noises help. If you don't make the noise, the torch doesn't place. Much like jumping, you don't go as far if you don't make the noise. The helps. It's a fact. Don't believe me? Then answer me this. Why do so many people do it? That works. I've already clearly gone underneath these ones. I went too far. Course, welcome in. How are you doing this fine and lovely Wednesday? I mean, darn it.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
I get to press the button. I very rarely stream on Wednesdays. Ooh. I don't mind if I do. There's a copper vein going through here. Hence the gravel. I might get more. I'm not going to dig specifically for the copper, but if I happen to get it, I'm not going to complain. Yeah, might come in handy for Geo. Not bad, but tired and refusing to admit that I might be ill. Uh-oh. No, not again. I thought you and Geo just had COVID recently. Or might have had COVID recently. I can't remember whether it was definite or theorized. I was ill a couple of weeks ago. And I'm still playing catch up. And I was also playing catch up before I was ill. You know, because I never have enough things to do. I'll pick up this stuff and go empty pockets. I love that I'm making stairs and then not using them anyway. Boopity boop. At some point, I'm hoping someone tells me that they need granite and diorite. Because I don't plan on using any at the moment. If at all this season. Lost you there for a second. My stream tab crashed. Oh dear. At least it wasn't me this time. I have shears. My shears. And tell you what, I feel like it's that nighttime or daytime. It's daytime, middle of the day. The sun, the moon, it looks very similar. I just want to put a little bit more dirt in, that's all. Because if I put dirt in, with that stone back, I need it. Think. It can become grass, and if it's grass, it can spawn mobs. Specifically, sheep and cows. Do that, it can start spreading. Well, I might as well get rid of a little bit more dirt. We've got half a stack. And it's the sort of thing that if I just chip away at it, it'll turn in. I'm not even planning on keeping it grass. I will probably start with sand at the edges, going up to maybe birch, and then maybe even dark oak before. Probably spruce. But for now, grass on here suits me better. It would just look a little bit prettier than A mix of stone? Oh, I ran out of dirt. Oh well. I can remember to fill that in later. Speaking of gals. I need the food, I need the experience, and I won't say no to the leather. See? Makes perfect sense. I'm not killing the cat. The cat is precious. My cat. There we go. And tidy. Ish. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Not doing the rest. It's fine as it is. Put the steak on the hotbar. I can use that next. There's not a lot more digging to be done, then I can go for an adventure. I just fancy having a trip. I also haven't been into the Nether since the Nether hub was built. And you're going to get my genuine reaction to it. And if I say, pants, please don't tell adequate. I think it was adequate. So it's 1 platform, 2 platform, everything. Uh-oh! Not again! Where is this Enderman that I've angered? Where is he? Woo! Hello! I didn't die this time! I mean, it did a lot of damage, but I didn't die. I have done what's called progressing. Oh, I'm better than I used to be. I survived. And a little bit of experience for my pickaxe. Or whatever. I don't know if I was holding my pickaxe when I picked up the XP orbs. But still, experience important. There's always next time. Hey, I died last time. I don't need to die next time as well. There's a clip of it if you want it. I think it's on Twitch clips on Discord. Should be in there. I do enjoy haste. It has been quite a while since I've done a digging project. I've been overground mostly. Even in Dragon Slayer, what have I done underground? I dug out the basement for the bank, but that was relatively small. The redstone's all overground. I suppose Ocean Deep was the last time I did an underground thing. That was a while ago. And I had to, you know, do that so that Geo could copy my idea and do a base underwater. Disgusting, shameful plagiarism. I kid. Very, very different and going to be a much higher level than I was able to do. Geo's base this season is looking amazing. She's really turned up the dial. And she's been kicking butt with how much she's done. Just productivity-wise, if nothing else, it's impressive. But then when you look at the detail, it just really works. Please don't tell her I said nice things. Here's the machine. Yep. And I'd like to say it's because, well, Geo gets to stream more often than I do. But nope, that's not the reason. Geo and I are not that dissimilar in streaming times, I don't think. Just look at Canal said, hey, I've done big projects too. In that same 5-year period I've done big things, just not all in one world. But yeah. I think seeing how well she's been able to play with that world and develop it further and further makes me more confident that I want to be in my world for a long time. But yeah, I want to be able to build the big things. I've built big things before and then had to step away from them half finished because the season ended. It's like, no, I need freedom to just let my builds be as big as I want my builds to be. Let them come to their natural conclusion as opposed to having to rush and try and fit in with other people's schedules. And there's still a place for doing stuff on a server like this. Love your nether build, not nether end. Yeah. I mean, that was reasonable size. I had help with that too. Same with the Quad Witch Hut base. Lifecraft Season 2. That was a massive area. Don't even think I have it loaded on this computer. I have to move it across from the server. I don't have much on this computer because I started using this relatively recently. This is my new PC. My old PC is behind me. Mrs. Dragon was using that to join me in Minecraft last week. Oh no! I've fallen into a trap! I can't get out! Oh no! Oh my god. Fine. Ooh. I'm assuming I've done that just. Bust off. Ooh. Hang on. Dumb question. How am I? That is so close to this floor. Why have I not thought of this before? Huge, but there's enough space above it, but not by much, that I could build a spawning room. It's quite close to this, but then it does go underneath there. Just make a hole in this. Here. It doesn't line up. It doesn't line up. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm not doing it. If it lined up with the middle of the room, which that so nearly does, that would have been perfect. It's 2 blocks off. 2! I'm not that bold boy. Right. Let's switch up my pick. Put some torches down. We've got one more layer to clear. Then I may do a quick trip to the trading area, see if I can mend my pick up a little bit. And then we'll be good to go. Boop, 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 boop. Granite. See, I don't mind manually sorting stuff like this. It's not that big a hassle if you keep on top of it. And realistically, with this world, I don't feel that I'm going to be doing that many big digs that it's worth it. Just move the entire build 2 blocks, easy. Yep. I mean, technically, I could have centered it on there. Technically. There's no reason this build couldn't be 2 blocks over. But no, I'm not going to. What I will probably do, though, is turn it into a farm. Because realistically, I haven't got an XP source in the base. But if I set that up so that I have an XP wall, and just go, yeah, they spawn, they get trapped. Quite doable. They spawn here, and I wash them out over to this wall. I could have an area I stand at that will be within range of the spawn. I can just do a simple XP farm within the base. I might as well. And it can be completely hidden. In some ways it'd be nice to be able to see it, but what I'm probably going to do is just cover it up. And then if there's a way to view it from elsewhere, I'll find a way of doing so where it's not obvious that it's not lined up. Go, yeah, it happens to be there if you want to see it. You end up in that room, the maintenance room, and it's...
Zach is my favorite streamer.
Jumpy! Thank you very much for saying so. I mean, you didn't choose to say so today, but it's on the randomizer. How you doing, Jumpy? You join me as I'm finished digging. Look, I've dug out a room, sort of, mostly, partly, a little bit. And I've just realised that underneath here we have a cave spider spawn. Just saying. You and Mrs. Dragon were in my dream. She loaned me clothes. Better than her loaning me clothes. Although saying that, funny coincidence. Today, I happen to be wearing something that used to be Mrs. Dragon's. It's now mine. She treated herself to some new hoodies a while ago. Has too many hoodies, and then decided, I'm probably going to get rid of one or two hoodies. The first one she picked out to get rid of, I went, could I try that on? Tried it on and went, I quite like this. So my new hoodie is Mrs. Dragon's cast off. If there's going to be clothes that are acceptable for me to save, a hoodie's pretty reasonable. Fits quite well, and it's comfy. And it kind of surprises me how well it fits, because Mrs. Dragon is a fair bit shorter than me. But with the difference in body shape, I don't have a chest. I'm fairly flat-chested, but I'm also longer in the torso. And so we've ended up with a hoodie that fits me just as well as it fits her. Which is weird. But I'm quite happy about it. Gonna throw this stuff in, sort stuff out, and then we're going to go on a trip. Whilst I'd love to dig out more of that area and start placing staircases in, I also would like an excuse to go for a trip. Gonna throw this in. Ender pearls I do not need on me, so we'll get rid of those in here. I will want the ender chest. I will want lots of food, so let's take a stack of chicken and a stack of steak. Got a stack of torches. The spares can go in. Gravel goes up here. And then within my ender chest, we have golden leggings. Saitama is the same height as me. I'm not totally sure. Right. Golden leggings will protect me from piglins. I need to change. Let me fix this. Dressing group. Fixed. D. B. Hello, Buggy. Good to see you. Buggy, I haven't seen you since I last glanced over there where you're sitting. You in the same room? Ender chest, space. I want to see if I can repair this. So I'll go do that. And just check if there's any gunpowder in here. Not a lot. But I'll take it. In theory, there's more gunpowder at the... But I mean, I've been working in the area, and there's mobs have been spawning a little bit, even though I've been within range. Wait, does scaffolding stop fall damage? Alwyn, thank you very much for the follow. Let's go check the output chest. Or barrel. 37! Perfect. We're often in the same room. She's mine. I made her. She's a robot, don't tell her. It explains everything! And nothing at the same time. Take this, and go... Paper, please. Not sugar, which I accidentally made last time I did that. We'll make up some rockets. And more rockets. That'll work. Awfully welcome in. Spare paper goes in. Spare rockets go over here. I'm going to keep this on me. We're going to go do a little bit of repairing of the pickaxe. And then we'll go to the nether. Is Griffiths online? But he won't. I was going to ask him if I can use this portal. He won't mind, probably. Hi, Wolfie, did you see the Trogdor plush they made? Or did I just dream that? They made a Trogdor plush? Cool! Hang on. I saw that thing. You need to now share it so I can celebrate it properly.
It's prime
there we
time,
go!
baby.
Oh, Win, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. I was kind of surprised that came into my feed before you shared it. I did not know that my activity feed was live activity. I thought it was the shared activity, but sure. I'll take it. Thank you very much. Very, very kind of you. Right, head down here. At some point, I have lots of work to be done in this area, but I need some time with TF Brit, who currently is offline doing personal matters and hasn't had a chance to get on. So I'm looking forward to when he has the opportunity. Ooh, Charles! Let's hold the pickaxe. I have a fortune pick, so I may be using that anyway. But I have the opportunity to do a little bit of repairing, so I'm using it. Boop, boop. In fact, this may even do all the repairing I need. It's a really easy way to get XP when you go, yep, there's an iron farm, it produces plenty. And, what, 16 villagers? Less than that, 2, 4, 10. 10 villagers. All take iron, and it's enough. We're good. So head back, we'll throw the iron in the chest. Gonna put the shovel in. I do not currently have a bow. So let's grab the trident. Loyalty. I need something just in case I need a projectile. I'll need to be careful with it. I don't want to throw it into lava. But I do need something. Eventually these floors are all supposed to be filled with villagers and we've got loads more iron. Why are the villagers standing in pee? They stand in water to prevent their pathfinding and reduce the amount of lag calls for the server, I believe. Although I am not an expert on server load for a Bedrock server. I'm not an expert on server load for a Java server, but Bedrock definitely not. What I could do... Nah, just throw it down. I was going to throw it in a chest up here, but realistically, it's only down this ladder. And I can put the things in the correct place. And not just create a problem for future Zach. You're saying none of that liquid is pee. I've never seen a villager pee. I think you have a wild imagination. I have also never peed in game. Hang on a minute. Where's the portal? Okay, I'll find a portal elsewhere. Maybe he got rid of it just to stop me visiting. Which is fine. I mean, there's another portal just over here. Not exactly difficult to get to, but it's not the most convenient either. Before I head in. Pantaloons. Fingers crossed I don't get murdered. What? Okay. I have not been in here. This is insane! Huh? I like this. I like this a lot. It reminds me of a shulker. How so? Why are shulkers this jumpy? Same thoughts. Did I miss something? I have more. I need the die now. Die for what? Oh, I see. Maribel. Not me. I should mind my own business. Now, if I wanted to go exploring in the Nether, where would I... Oh, okay, we'll just go this way. We are going... Oh, no. Uh-oh. Minecraft has crashed. I was flying through the Nether, just above lava. Am I afraid? Yes. Who designed it? Adequate, I believe. Right, we are relaunching Minecraft, and I hope I don't die and lose everything on me. Not stressful at all. I don't know, it must be something to do with his skin and possibly a texture pack that someone might have created. Right. If it does, Cause enjoys making texture packs of people. No, that's not a good time for a crash. Nope. Loading. I'm not dead! I can't see where I'm going, but I'm also not dead.
Just don't die.
That's the plan. Thank you for the advice. Just don't die for here. Hiya! Keep up. That didn't work. Got it. Right. I thought this was a bastion. It is not. I was clearly, as some might say, wrong. Oh well. Thank you for the yay. I mean, there's Blackstone. I could just take Blackstone from here. That's not a terrible idea. It's not as interesting as raiding a bastion. So we'll explore and hope not to die. And hope that Minecraft doesn't crash again. Ooh, bastion. I mean, this one's definitely been done. But still. Just step back here. It looks interesting. Hello? Nope. Just take that, don't mind me. So this lava curtain makes me think that the structure goes up higher. So let's head up here. Sure, why not? That'll work. I can poke my nose in. I like that the trident has a string now. Nice touch. It does it? No, it doesn't. It is a nice level. Yes, but make me think there's a puddle, which can mean you have a trying to work out what part of the bastion intersects here. This feels very slow when you get used to mining regular stone with haste. That's mine. Gilded blackstone is very valuable and nice. Must be going crazy. Yeah, you must be. There is a gold block there. Thank you. I mean, it's not the most valuable thing, but I'm not going to say no to a gold block just sitting there. Over here. I'm partially tempted to look down the hole, but also partially terrified to look down the hole. Hello. Let's pick block. And please. I am a little bit scared. There are pig boys about. I don't like it. It feels very risky and unnecessary, especially as this has been routed. Because I missed that too then. Click create. Wait, what happened? What did I do? What did I say? Did I embarrass myself again? Stupid question. Of course I did. Go back there. Not entirely sure if that leads out to what's over here, but let's go this way instead. It does. Okay, we're good. There's more bastion over that way. Didn't die over the lava. Oh, okay. So, they currently don't hate me, which is promising. For now. This feels like somewhere that could have a chest in it. Or, you know, big scary goblin. Well, not scary, but, you know, intimidating. That's the word I'm looking for. This still isn't worth it. Nor is that. We're going round. Having a look. There could be stuff of interest. And I'm just looking. Stringy thing. What stringy thing? There's a brute. Now he hates me. Running! Flee! I got shot! Maybe we keep travelling until I find somewhere, you know, wow. Yeah, none of them like me. Which is understandable, but still. A bit judgy. Gonna put this on anyway, because the diamond leggings are going to protect me more than these. And they're going to hate me regardless. Let's go out this way. I need to continue in the minus direction, which is to my right. Just having a look around, see if I can spot a way through that's not blocked off. I mean, it might be a matter of going through that area, but we'll dip down here instead. Shoot over this way. Then turn left. It's all good. These are new chunks. As evident by the fact that the lava was still flowing. Although it had... Oh no! Uh-oh! It crashed again! So I wasn't crazy, what? This is unheard of. Wait, what string thing? On the trident? I didn't see a string thingy. Alright, we're relaunching, and while it's relaunching, I will sip my tea. This is a perfect opportunity. Okay, Minecraft loads too quickly. It's official. It's too quick, Mojang. Slow it down. Right, put the tea down. I'm so used to spamming the spacebar to make sure I'm flying. But in Bedrock, that's a really bad idea, because if you hit spacebar whilst flying, you stop flying. Crashed again. I don't like this game. This only happens on Bedrock. Although saying that, I did have Java crash earlier in the week. Once. First time it's crashed on this. Actually, first time I remember Java ever crashing. See where I'm going. Right, all is good. Go away. Nobody likes you, Gasface. You are not happy enough. Eek! Why would